No matter what, hey, no matter what's going on in my life, I'ma be a hustler, baby. I'ma be a hustler.
You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy.
Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition.
You have to be a true swimmer to understand that part of fighting the rip current doesn't require fighting at all. Quicksand is like that. The more energy you put into it, the more it's going to bring you down. You know? The blessing in all of it is that whatever you thought terrible about me, you're never going to see the evidence of that. Yeah. So even if you said, hey, Katt Williams is on drugs, every time you see me, I'm going to look better than I did the last time you saw me. These are not the effects of drugs, the type of clarity that I present. If they can't build you up, they only got one other gear. So their job is to say, hey, he got arrested for this, but they don't have the same energy to say, hey, we dropped the charges, because none of it was true. They'll just act like you somehow got away with it or something. But
so when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lunel. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to fucking bring the people that were under you up?
All the comedians got clicks. I don't know, like, you seem to be a loner, like, when I look at your shit.
I'm quietly the king. So the difficulty of that is you're trying not to tax those that are within the realm, if possible. So I stand for comedians that are original and that write and that have a point of view and have a standard of what they deliver. So male and female, this is my 18th 100 city tour. So in each of those tours, I've taken another collection of comedians that fit that bill.
I've used my platform and I brought my guys and girls up.
Katt Williams, if you're ever around him, ask him, how much money has he given away? Just given away. Like, just ask him that. Just be like, how much money have you given away? If you're around him, if you're interviewing him, just ask him. Because it has to be insane. Katt is one of the most generous people that you ever gonna meet. A lot of people don't know that. He don't get a lot of press and love for that. One of the most generous ever. He's had to have given away, I don't even know the number, it has to be crazy. Because there's a lot of people with stories about him giving money to. Case in point, I remember I was at the Comedy Store performing one night, got off stage. And this is like early on, before really a whole bunch of stuff was happening for me. I get off stage and everybody like, man, good set. So many people saying that. Some girl came and put something in my hand and said, good set, but I didn't see her. I just heard her and she walked off. And I thought it was like a phone number in my hand. And when everybody walked away and stuff, I looked at my hand and it was $1,000. And then I looked out in the audience trying to find the girl, and I'm like, man, I can't remember her face, and I couldn't see her, and I was just like, who gave me $1,000? But anyway, I just was like, wow. And later on, about a month later, somebody told me that happened to them, and they said Katt Williams was in the audience. And I put two and two together and was like, wow, he did that to me then. He never tell you, he never makes it known or any of that. So if you ever around him, ask him. If you're ever around him, ask him, how much money have you just given away? And I bet the number is astronomical.
Another fact, a hard fucking fact, Katt Williams did not own all the specials. He trashes the white man. The white man owns your content. You don't own it.
So Katt Williams don't own none of his
No!
specials?
False.
You financed your first stand-up. You had it cost you $22,000. You had $25,000 to your name.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do that? You believe that much in Katt?
I believe that much in business. In business, the goal is for you to become independent and be the boss, take the responsibility, and also get the profit.
Okay.
That's all. How can I be looking for you to put me on if I wouldn't?
The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so fucking far, whether you like me or not. My presence in comedy will forever be felt because I'm a fucking boss. I sit on the top of it, and the opportunities I'm given are the ones that I'm creating.
In our industry, who pays you is who tells you what narrative you're allowed to use. And I'm not paid, so I own my narrative. So that is what makes my opinion valuable at all, is because it's not bought by Republican or Democrat. It's not bought by a religious sect. It's not bought by my my connections with this person and that person. It's truly based upon as close to an unfiltered opinion as possible.
So take responsibility for what you did. You fuck you. Nobody else did.
They've got to, at some point, think I'm dead for it to be called playing possum. And it's what happens after that. The fact that whatever you label me with, why couldn't you beat that guy? Like, none of it applies to you. You're not going to jail, and they're not saying anything about you. So why can't you beat it?
Yeah.
That's what makes it worth it. Is if you're looking for the crazy guy, you have to look at his body of work and tell me, do you see it?